Sometimes, life takes us in a direction we never quite imagined.
Good morning.
And sometimes, we choose to step away from the familiar. Not because we have all the answers, but because we need time to figure things out. I recently quit my job, not because I had a perfect plan, but because deep down, I knew I needed a break. To breathe, to reflect, to rediscover what truly makes me feel alive. And for the first time in a long time, I'm allowing myself the space to pursue something I've always wanted: creating. I've been creating content for quite some time on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, but I've never been in YouTube because long-form videos just wasn't my thing. Maybe the thought of shooting and editing such a long video just scares me. But recently, I decided to take a leap of faith and dive into it. And I found out that it wasn't that scary after all. My YouTube videos may not be so good right now, but I'm working to be better every day. The most important thing is that you start doing it. Only when you start doing something, then you can get better at it. There's a kind of quiet courage in stepping into the unknown. It's easy to tell ourselves that taking a break is irresponsible, or that we should already have our lives figured out by now. But the truth is, there's no one right timeline for anyone. I've given myself a year, 1 year, to take this journey seriously, to see where this creative path takes me. And I know how lucky I am to have this opportunity to be able to press pause and explore what it means to build something of my own. For that, I'm deeply grateful. These days, my life feels different. There's no fixed schedule, no rigid expectations, just the ebb and flow of creativity. Starting my mornings with a cup of hot tea and breakfast in front of my favorite anime. Hours on end at my desk just editing video after video. The quiet joy of playing a cozy game, or snuggle up in bed with a good book. Filling a page of my coloring book with colors, or simply just spending time with my cats. It seems like life has slowed down for me, and I'm enjoying every single moment of it. And maybe, just maybe, for now, that's enough. Maybe it's okay to embrace the uncertainty, to not always know where this path will lead. For anyone out there in their 30s, feeling lost or unsure about what's next, I want you to know that it's okay. It's okay to pause, to step back, to take time to figure things out. It's okay to try something new without knowing if it will work. Starting over, shifting directions, is scary, yes. But sometimes, the things that scares us the most are the things worth pursuing. And if there's even a small part of you that longs for something different, something more, I hope you give yourself permission to explore that possibility. Because it's okay to change. It's okay to change and then realize you want to change back. It's okay to change and then want to change again into something completely different. Because it's your life. When I look back at my life, I come to realize that I've already changed so much. So why am I afraid to change right now? When I was 17, I wanted to be a banker. I knew someone who was a banker who had a very successful life, and I wanted that for myself. So I spent the next 6 years getting a diploma and degree in banking and finance. But after I graduated, it took me only 6 months working in a bank to realize that this isn't what I wanted. I then spent the next 2 years working in the tourism industry. And then I quit my job and went to New Zealand for 1 year for a working holiday. And then I came back and found another job in the tourism industry with the most toxic bosses I've ever met in my entire life. That might be a story for another day. But I also met some of the best colleagues that I could ever ask for. Some of us were still really good friends to today. Of course, I left that toxic job and got into social media marketing, which I really love. And then I figured that I wanted to start creating content for myself. And here we are right now. So if you ask me, did I regret making those choices that didn't turn out to be what I wanted right now? Of course not. All of those were still part of my life, and even though a lot has changed, they still led up to who I am and where I am right now. And I'm not going to regret it because I know that at that point of time in my life, that was exactly what I wanted, and I'm glad that I chose to do what I wanted to do. Being able to decide your own path in life is truly a privilege that not everyone may have. So I am always very, very thankful for this. And as I stand here embracing the uncertainty, I realize that life isn't about reaching some predetermined destination. It's about living, about experiencing and growing. There's no straight path, no singular right way. There's gonna be twists and turns and detours and surprises, and all of them shape us in ways that we never expected. So maybe this year isn't just about chasing a dream, it's about learning to trust myself, to trust that I'm capable, to trust that every moment, every decision, every shift in direction is leading me somewhere meaningful. It's about allowing myself to create without fear, to take risks, to make mistakes, and to know that every stumble is just another step forward. And that is what truly makes me human. And when I look back on this journey, whether a year from now or 10 years down the road, I want to be able to say, I did it, I tried, I poured my heart into something I believed in. And maybe that's the only thing that truly matters. So, if you're standing at the crossroads, unsure of where to go, you're lost, you don't have your life figured out yet, just know that you are not alone. I hope you remember this. You don't have to have all the answers, you just have to start. You just have to take that first step and trust that wherever it leads, it will be part of your story. And maybe, just maybe, it'll be exactly where you need to be. So here's to all of us figuring out, taking chances, and embracing the unknown. Cheers!